I thought that while I wait for more favourable conditions out on the road for this machine, I'd at least get it ready to go and check things like the tyre pressures and so on. I know that the oils are good in the engine and the gearbox, things like that. And obviously the primary and rear chains are adjusted nicely now. And the owner drew my attention to it, the low mileage shown on the speedometer clock here with 185 miles, which presumably means that the clock would have probably been zeroed during or after the restoration of this bike. It's obviously been restored. Based on that, the mileage and how clean overall the machine looks, I was quite surprised to find I just sort of started looking at the tyres, and you can see there a date code. That's the 44th week of 2004. So that tyre is over 20 years old. The tread is good on it, it's almost unworn, and that low mileage, which is quite intriguing really. And the same sort of thing goes for the rear tyre. If we look here, we see we got a date code of 2005, 13th week I think it is of 2005, 1305. So this one is over 19 years old, and again the tread depth is almost like new, although the tyre obviously feels quite hard. I've never been a great fan of these Roadrunner tyres anyway. I did actually go on my butt once on this Royal Enfield Bullet here years ago. Admittedly it slipped on diesel and or mud in the wet, but these things just sort of stick in your mind, I suppose. So I certainly don't want to go out in poor weather conditions while this machine is wearing these boots. I've checked and there doesn't seem to be any signs of cracking or splitting, which apparently could be a problem with these. I actually had it on the front of my A65 where one of these started splitting. No signs of that, but again it's quite hard. So if I do go out on this bike wearing these tyres, I'll be looking for favourable road conditions, and I certainly won't be testing the handling to its limits, shall we say. And that, combined with the rather sort of bumpy wheel build job I showed the other day when the engine was running, should the owner decide he'd like me to do it, in fact I'll probably discuss it with him, I'll fit new tyres and tubes and rim tapes. But I suppose the best thing to do is just try it out carefully first and see how we get on engine wise, breather wise and gearbox wise, because it might come to a point where perhaps it's not worth investing in a new tyres. But I think it probably will be. I don't think things are going to be that bad with this machine now, so I'll see what the owner wants to do. But in the meantime I'll watch the weather, and if it sort of dries up and warms up, which is pretty unlikely actually, they're forecasting snow this weekend, so I might be out and about having a play on this one. I certainly won't be taking this out in any snow, but hopefully I'll get to find out soon, because I need to try the gearbox out and see that the gearbox and the clutch and all that sort of stuff are working as they should. But I suspect they probably will be.